Hi, I'm going to attempt to make a video. It's been a while, so be patient with me. My verbal skills are not what they used to be. I get words jumbled sometimes, so be patient, but I think I can do this. Here is a card I'm going to show you how to make. This ombre look is what people are asking to see. So let's see if I can teach you. Let's see how this goes. Here's the bonding glue, and what you want to do when you're using scratch paper is to coat it. You're going to make this a post-it note. And you're going to let this dry to tack. You want to make sure it's completely dry, so be safe and set it aside for 15 minutes. What I'm going to do also, instead of just using this, I'm going to make sure to use this little teeny one. Close to my heart. It has a small one. I don't know where it is. Make sure, because when you're putting the ink on, you really want the edges to stay put. So you want to make sure that you have adhesive on the edges. So make sure you do that. I'm going to do that. Turn off the video. You don't need to watch me complete this. Let it dry. Okay, I'm showing you, this is scratch paper making it a post-it note, and I'm going to let it dry completely. But I wanted to show you, this is a Masking Magic from Gina K. ThermoWeb sells it. They probably sell it under different brands too, but it's a sheet of masking tape. The benefit of this product is I was able to use this pretty much to make 22 cards without having to change the paper because it got really wet. I'm assuming, I haven't done it with scratch paper, but I'm assuming that's not going to be the case. So we'll try it when this dries. All right, what I've done here is I like to adhere my card to a platform that's got some grid marks on it. So what I'm gonna do is lay this down, and I want to make it as straight as possible. So oops. There we go. Okay, and then when you're adhering it, just make sure that all inside areas are touching and there's no holes. I like to start with the top color. And this masking tape, like I say, really, if you're going to make 1 or 2 cards, I think with just scratch piece paper it's fine. If you're going to make a lot of cards, this really is a great paper to use over and over again. I found that when I was doing a lot of cards that blending was a little easier if I did the top lighter color, then darker color, then blended from the middle. It might have just been this particular card that I was doing that I liked the way it looked, but for me doing this card, it worked well. So that's how I'm going to show you. And this is annoying me now that I don't need it. So while this color is more gray, when you blend the colors together, it kind of shows a more earthy tone. And when you're using the oxides, remember that it's really not done until you're finished with the blending. you can keep going and blending. You could add water, and I'll experiment a little bit, but first I want to show you the different ways that the different applicators work. So I'm showing you these sponges right now, or these brushes, and then I'll show you what other applicators do. Okay, there's how that works. Okay, and I outlined this, and then let me show you how I stamped it. Here's a stamp set I used. It's one of the stamp sets you can get for being a hostess with $150. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm using a Misty. You could load these on one of a block, a basic acrylic block, but I love a Misty. So I put them on the Misty. I put my card in the corner. And I always, because I do a lot of these, I just always tend to double stick. And move that around there. That's where I want it. Okay. And that's a pretty good image. Okay, there you go. And I'll add some shimmer to it in a sec. All right, I'm going to color this, and I'm going to use, this is the Shortbread Shimmer Brush. I think this is Toffee, and this is the Gold, which I use this most all the time. There's this. Oops, I actually start in the center of the flower with the darker color. And I'm just going to some of this going off the screen, just make sure I have the color flowing, and I'm just going to color that. And then I'm going to add the shortbread. Whoops, got rolling markers. There we go, color. I'm just making sure the color's going. I like adding shimmer. For those of you that used to take my classes, you'll remember I loved lots of glitter and shimmer. And when the shimmer brushes came out, I was all about them. So there's that. And then I didn't know what color to do the leaf, and I didn't want green because there's no green here. So when in doubt, just add a highlight that's a neutral color and you're going to be just fine. So I just add a little shimmer with gold, and that worked out fine. Now, all you have to do is get like a really #1 or #2 pen to outline, and then just get your little shimmer things, whatever, and you're done. Okay? Hope you enjoyed.